The NFL blew another call, this time in the offseason, and it affects everyone from the fans to the teams to the players to the league itself. We're going to talk about it right now. The NFL had a golden opportunity to take advantage of a situation that played right into where they wanted to go, and they dropped the ball again. Welcome back to RGR Football. This is where we talk about a lot of what's going on with the NFL, football in general, and the Kansas City Chiefs. Today, we're talking about the NFL's decision in regard to this guy. A guy that has gone on from being a late round draft pick out of a Canadian school of all places, making it in the NFL as a starting guard, and going on to get a contract extension and by all means, success in the NFL for the early part of his career. In addition, just recently, Laurent Duvernay-Tardif graduated from medical school at McGill, his alma mater, back in Canada. And when presented with an opportunity, he asked the NFL to add MD to the back of his name. The NFL, against all better judgment, decided against it. And it hurts everyone. From fans to the player himself, to everybody involved with the league, and I'll tell you why. Laurent Duvernay-Tardif is a success story, especially for a guy who plays a position that isn't exactly that popular. But in granting him this, what they would have done is be able to secure not only the Kansas City fan base, which would have a better opinion of the league in general, as well as Commissioner Goodell, but they would have also taken a step outside of that. They would have gained themselves a foothold on Canada and the fan base there. This is a league that wants to expand internationally. And yes, it's still North America, but growing fan base in Canada helps when you want to spread across the ocean to England, maybe all of Europe eventually. And that's important. And what they lost out on in this opportunity is to make more fans for the NFL in a country that is not the United States. Now, beyond that, it was a pretty simple task. Right now, the NFL lets you add senior, junior, and the third, like Robert Griffin, to the back of your jersey. Adding 2 letters in MD was not going to be a significant change. But I don't know if they're worried about the precedent, but this is not the XFL. This is not something you have to worry about. He hate me on the back of a jersey. This is a guy that is a story that the NFL, at a time when its PR is probably at the worst it's been in the last, well, since Pete Rozelle, they could use some positive press. And having the first player in history to be an active NFL player as well as a physician is important. It's an accomplishment that is historic because no one's ever been able to pull it off before. So adding one player's MD to the back of his jersey is not a precedent that you're going to be able to not corroborate. People aren't going to just start adding random letters. I don't think there's ever going to be another practicing physician, or a guy who graduates from med school at least, probably won't practice until the next offseason. You're not going to see that be a commonality. It's not going to be a rash of players that get there. You're not going to see CPAs trying to put jerseys on. So it's a simple thing that the league could have done, and its better judgment should have. Who are the decision makers? That's unclear at this point. But what they lost out on was a chance to turn their reputation in a league with all the anthem protests and all the negativity that's coming towards the NFL at this point. It goes as far as you can to kind of fly in the face of common sense. Rather than celebrating a story that is unique and historic, they chose to ratchet down the rules and keep to it. And I think it's a big mistake. It's something that I think is an opportunity lost, both for the player and the team, but in particular, the league. We'll see how they come back with it, and there hasn't been an official announcement at this point, but we will see how often or how much it's brought up. I would hope that the league would reconsider. And if anybody from the league's watching, think about it. It's a no-lose proposition. It's a win for everybody. So that's it for this week. Just some touch on NFL news. I will have more for you. If you like what you're hearing, please click subscribe, get the little bell notification, and leave a comment. I want to know what you all think about what the NFL should have done with this player and his specific, unique proposal to the league. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.